Okay, so let me just explain how the system works, how I put it together. I separated the charcoal, or I'm sorry, the wood from the rest of the system. Basically, made each side, the fuel side on the left of the furnace, the fuel side on the right of the furnace, and the source material on the top of the furnace, its own sorting strip, so that they would each feed its own side of the furnace, and all the furnaces can be tied together from the same source. And then eventually it's going to be attached to another sorting system, so the outputs will be sorted and delivered finished. Anyway, so I'll explain how that works. So wood, if it gets in here whenever you are trying to smelt, say, iron, it won't smelt. So put some wood in here, or it will smelt. It takes quite a lot of wood. You don't really want to smelt with wood. What you want to do is you want to make charcoal from wood, and then send that through the system and use your charcoal to smelt everything and to do whatever you want with, instead of using up all of your wood, which you can use for other things. But I like to burn it. It's fun. So I figured out that if you try to evenly distribute the wood into the side and the top of the furnace with just hoppers without a chest, by feeding back here, because the hoppers, whenever they're on top of each other and they feed straight down, if there's a hopper below, that takes precedence over feeding one to the side. So if you say, if I can get back here, you tried to attach this furnace, say this hopper, instead of pointing straight down, it was pointing to the left here into this hopper, and distribute wood both to the side and the top from a top system down to this, it wouldn't work because it would just go straight down into the side. And the same over here, if you try to point this one to this and feed it down through the system, it would just go straight down. It wouldn't feed it evenly. So, and I tried pointing a hopper directly to the back of this and pointing this to that and this down and then to that, and no matter what it did, it would just feed one side or the other, and it would never evenly distribute. So I figured out I had to feed a chest. And the same holds true with the chest. You can't feed a hopper into the chest like it is right here and let the system work always on, because anytime the chest gets something, it like doesn't see it, and it just goes straight down into either one of these. I can't remember which, but it's one or the other. I think it's the left side. If you just feed directly into it and try to distribute down through, because I thought that would work, just put the chest in there because I got it working on another system. But you have to actually make the hoppers below not take the wood first. So that's what this is for. That's why I call it a primer. You have to feed the wood in and let it collect in the chest and not allow these hoppers to take it, and let it get a backlog so that each spot in the furnace has one, and it will then start to burn. And as long as it has one in each, it'll pull evenly from the top. So you want to have a good amount, because it doesn't burn exactly even. It doesn't go one for one. Like it takes like, you don't get 7 for 7 pieces out. So anyway, you want to have all your wood in here before you let it go down into this furnace that makes just charcoal. So that's what this is for. Whenever you load everything, you just want to make sure that that's on, so that the wood gets stopped here. Everything else will just flow through and go to the system as normal. It is actually not on because I don't have any mine carts on it. Let me put those on real quick. Let me just stop the video for a second and do that.